if you could pinpoint any one thing that you could have done, that you wished you'd done differently in your career, what would it have been?
In my career? Probably the English album.
Okay.
I would have acted faster and not lose the momentum and the magic on that album. I mean, during the process of the album. And maybe I just regret the fact that I worked with so many producers on that album, like 10 different producers. It just made the album sound a little complicated, I think. Different styles of songs.
Too many cooks spoil the broth.
Exactly. Yeah. That's nice, thanks. It's just easier to put it that way.
What about a greatest moment? What would you, I mean, and I'm sure rather lots of those to choose from, but would you pick out can you pick out a greatest moment that really stands out for you?
Greatest moment. I remember like 12 years ago when my father passed away. I had to perform like 2 days after that day. I can't forget that moment on stage when all my fans were like supporting me amazingly. We literally cried all together, and I can't forget that moment. It was amazing. My beard was all long. I didn't even know. I mean, I didn't even get dressed well. I just went on stage, and I didn't cancel the show. I didn't want to cancel it because I just felt like music is gonna save me for a couple of hours and make me feel a little more happier. That was amazing, that concert.
And you were completely at one with the audience, and in you know, a very, well, not a great moment in your life, obviously.
It was. I mean, towards the end of the concert, I realized that I'm dancing even a little bit. You know, they got into me, and why the women was amazing.
Gave you the strength.
Yes, exactly. Hi, this is Tarkan on BBC London 94.9 FM.
We've just heard Shikadum, which I suppose really was your first really huge pop hit.
Yeah.
Do you think your career would have been quite different without that long?
Oh yeah, definitely. That song changed my life, I think.
It really set the pace.
It did, yeah.
For what was to come, the great things that were to come.
Yes. The album was a good album, but there was one song missing like that. And then Sezen Aksu came into my life. She said, you know, you need a big hit for this album because it's a great album. And then she wrote that song in a few hours in front of my eyes.
And this is for the album Olurum Sana.
Acayipsin.
Acayipsin. Yeah. Okay.
The second album.
The second album.
Olurum Sana is a Şımarık album. I think it's a good song on it.
I'm just going to beat up the people that have written all the press releases.
That's okay. You don't have to remember the titles.
It's great for you to correct me because that's what you're here for, amongst other things. Looking at the, I mean, actually, interesting enough, looking at the album cover, which which kind of housed Shikadum, the one called Tarkan.
Yeah. The one which was released in Europe.
Yes, yeah. I've got that bit right, have I?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's the one that's called Tarkan, and it's got Shikadum and it's got Şımarık on it. Released in 1999 in Europe, and I do have a copy at home, so I can vouch for this. Now, there's such a marked difference in your image because on the front cover of that album, you've got kind of, you know, tousled hair, and you're wearing a kind of casual sweater and sort of jeans, and then fast forward to kind of almost 10 years later to your new album Metamorphose, and there you are in a suit and tie and a beard. So what happened? Did Tarkan grew up?
Oh yeah, I'm 35 years old now. I used to be 24 when that album came out there like 10 years ago. I don't feel old, but I feel matured and more experienced now. More like an adult. You know, the image is not really a serious thing to me. It's just a suit, just a beard, just short hair. I don't think we should take it too seriously. I think what matters is the songs and the magic about the songs, you know.
Sure, and coming back to Metamorphose, a great album and some great songs. Be interesting to see what you look like in 10 years' time in on another album cover, though. Be interesting to see what you're wearing.
I'm not going to have any Botox done, never. So.
No Botox, please, no Botox. Tarkan, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Obviously, I wish you continued success in all that you do in the future. You've brought me and many other people great joy, I can tell you. And we're looking forward so much to welcoming you back to London at Wembley on April the 13th.
Thank you. Look forward to it. I was a little nervous in this interview, but we're going to have a lot of fun at my show.
We are, definitely. We'll do the Roomba or something backstage. Teşekkürler.
Teşekkürler. Mwah.